Hi guys, hope everyone is well today. Today I'm going to do a oddball one. It's going to be apprentice pieces and test pieces, mostly from Ron Geesin. I think this is video maybe 8. I'm not sure now. I've kind of lost track in how many videos I've done. This is going to be well, just a few of the ones I got from Ron and a couple of mine, which I think are more interesting. So apprentice pieces were made by students, and they were given like an original or a test piece to copy, and obviously they were marked on it. Obviously in engineering college and school, this was a popular activity. They were given things like Richard Brothers and King Dicks and Burstons, and then they copied them, and some of them did wonderful jobs. So first I'd like to talk about this one. This is a copy of a fast fit wrench, and they've copied it. They must have had the original side by side to copy it. We've got DG Wood, and you have to say, DG Wood, whoever you are, you've done a wonderful job on this one. The mechanism is pretty good. It's a bit thicker gauge material, but it's pretty good. They filed the teeth nice. So I reckon DG Wood got an A-star for this. I think he got top marks. So that's a wonderful copy of a fast fit wrench. Absolutely wonderful. We've got some Burston copies here, which obviously you have the original spring. Magnificent examples. Ron had 2 of them, a small and a large. I think we've got A. Patel has done that one. Done a lovely job. Is there any maker's mark on this one? Some of them sadly don't have names on them, which is a shame. But you can see the original, which was the Burston patent from the 1920s, I believe, or 40s. Chas Richards and Son, Darlington, England. So you can tell they've done the channel. They've done the screw with the big flat screw. Lovely job on it. Lovely job. Fantastic job on it. As you can tell, they've not chamfered both sides though, just one on the back. But yeah, really good. I didn't have any Burston type. We have the Tilson type here. Tilson, really nice wrenches. This is a smaller version, so you can tell what it's copied from. Obviously it's a longer copy. This is a larger one. Is there any maker's mark on this one? I don't think so. They've gone for a massive wheel on it, but works great. And you can see it's a copy of a Tilson, but a much larger version. Very cool. Then we've got a very interesting copy of a King Dick, which is this one here. Someone's made. They've done nice knurling on the nut, a bit of a brass filler. And this is a King Dick copy. Very cool. Then we've got some wonderful copies of footprints. So this is the original of a footprint, and you can see they've got the essence of a footprint pretty good. This is a bit more accurate on the head shape. No maker's mark, no names on those unfortunately, but nice examples nonetheless. And then we've got some very interesting oddball ones. So these are kind of their own design. Maybe this was design and technology. I can't make out that person's name. Is it Dickinson or something? I'm not sure, but rather cool. Very cool. This one's quite an interesting mechanism. Really cool. With the nut on this side, you can lock it, so you can lock it and then tighten it and loosen it. We've got a copy of a footprint spanner. So let me see if I can find a footprint. Voila. So this is an original footprint, and you can see the copy of it. It's a nice example of a copied footprint. Very cool. We've got some wonderful examples. So this is Ron's explanation for them. They're sort of from the 1930s to the 60s. He dates them to. Sadly, you don't see them nowadays. These apprentice pieces, but really cool. You can freeze that and read what he has to say about it. This one is off that book, and I think this is a magnificent example of adjustable spanner. You know, I've got ones which were manufactured which are not as nice as this. This could have been made And I appropriate this to being a bit earlier than the others. I just think the style of it and the shape and the engineering is quite magnificent, absolutely magnificent. And this is from Ron's collection, and you can see there it's in the book. Magnificent. So is the Clyburn and a couple of others. I think this one was one he chose as well. Quite interesting design. Some of them are quite unique, the way that the screws are embedded. This is another Tilson design, but it's the Tilson design with the offset jaw. So you can see it's a Tilson with the offset, which they made in several sizes. It's got a nice brass screw and nice big rivets as well. So I really like those designs. I mean, most of them are more like this, quite primitive. These are some of the more adept students, if you know what I mean. I mean, this one, whoever's had a go at this one, whoever he was is basically a genius. It's got a speed lock. Which way is it? This way, where you've got the fast, and then you can tighten up with the locking mechanism. And it's got whoever's done this is somewhat of a genius. He's really clever. Really clever with the way the mechanism works. Absolutely magnificent. So yeah, apprentice pieces. You can tell me what you think in the comments. I really like them. I think they're fantastic. I think some of the designs are wonderful. This one is another one featured in Ron's book. Now this one has not been made, but it's been sort of what you call fabricated. So it's a bit of a multi-tool. It's got a screwdriver, it's got a tin opener, it's got a wrench, it's got a handle. It's a funky design, and obviously this is not manufactured. This is an example of someone's having a bit of fun, I reckon. I'm not sure what this thing is. It looks almost like a seatbelt mechanism or something. I don't know what it is. But anyway, very cool nonetheless. So yeah, I'm going to put these away, and I hope you enjoyed this little example of sort of apprentice pieces. And you know, this one was made by RM. I mean, most of them do have names on. This one is Dickinson, this one. So we have got a Dickinson after all, for sure. But yeah, so really cool. I'm going to put them away, and I'll show you my larger collection, because I got several from Ron and I had several myself. So we'll show you the apprentice drawer in a minute. All right. Right, guys. So we're in the shed, and you can see I've got one or two apprentice pieces. I must have 50 or 60 of these wonderful apprentice pieces. And you can see that there's a theme with some of the workshops. Like, we have all sorts of different types of King Dicks, various different sizes, more accurate looking footprint wrenches and slightly less accurate ones, and all sorts. There's 4 or 5 of each type, an example. This is 50% my collection, probably 50% Ron's, so it's quite the collection. I have noticed as well is the type of steel they used. Obviously it was more proper, good steel, machining steel. Doesn't seem to rust as much as regular spanners. There's a little bit of a dodgy footprint there with a bit of rust, but generally speaking, they've held up pretty well. So yeah, pretty pleased with the old apprentice drawer. Put in the comments. I thought, well, I'm in the shed, having a look. That's the I've put up all the Clyburns, which I got off Ron as well. So we've got multiple sizes of the straight handle and the bendy neck handle type, and I've managed to get somewhat my 40 odd inch one on the wall. I've also managed to get the number 1 BSA on the wall. So the BSA wall now I think is pretty complete. There's nothing I particularly want to put on the wall, and I've managed to cram quite a lot of Clyburns down there on the wall as well. And while I was putting away this drawer here was the fast fit, I thought I'd show you the other fast fit items I got from Ron. So I got this one, which is my favourite. It's a number 3, very large headed. I mean, you can tell from the small how big it is. It's huge, and I've never seen a number 3 before. Quite magnificent. Fast fit wrench, and that's the one I showed you earlier, but you can see there's multiple sizes of the floppy head one. Yeah, so pretty pleased. Also new additions is this one here. This one I got from Roger, and I believe it's part of this set here, which is a 1, 2 and a 3. And then this decile here, I've got a 2 and a 1, I think. But there's no sizes on that one, but I'm pretty sure 2 and a 1 is this, and then this is this set. Yeah, and I think I got a few extra, just a few extra of the fast fit, because you have so many different types. You have fast nut, you have motorcycle, champion spanners. Quite a lot of these are champion. So there's so many different designs. But yeah, pretty pleased. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of Ron. Oh, one other thing I might show you. Look at this one. 52 inches long. Some rust because it's been on Ron's wall. I'm going to need a lot of cleaning. But look how look how long it is. It's longer than a tool chest. And the tool chest, I think, is 40 odd inches. And this is much, much longer. So yeah, big monster. I mean, you can see by the size of it's huge. It's a huge thing. Absolutely huge. Compared to a vise, it's massive. So this is probably my biggest wrench. I do have a couple of big ones up on this wall. This massive, this is even bigger. You can see the head on it, this big rigid tool. It says 60 inches, but it's only about 40 odd inches long. This says it's 48 inches, but yeah, I don't think it is. But this is 40 odd, this one, and it's much bigger. But anyway, yeah, I thought I'd wrap this video up now. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of apprentice pieces. I wonder if an apprentice made this screw. That's what I wondered. Does an apprentice made that screw? Or that hammer? All right, thanks for watching. If you got this far, have a wonderful day. Bye.